Let me ask you something real. Have you ever looked around at your life and thought, how did I end up here? You're working a job that drains you, surrounded by people who don't get you, feeling stuck in a loop that you didn't consciously choose. That was me. Just 10 months ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck, waking up in survival mode, questioning if this was all life had to offer. Until one day I snapped, not emotionally, energetically. I stopped accepting my current reality as permanent and started learning how to shift timelines. I discovered what I now call quantum cheat codes, small, powerful shifts that rewired my mind and collapsed the distance between where I was and where I knew I was meant to be. These codes aren't theory. They're not fluff. They're the exact tools I used to go from scarcity and anxiety to alignment, abundance, and deep peace. And I'm going to break them down for you one by one. So if you're tired of waiting, tired of settling, and ready to rewrite your reality, this message is for you. Let's get into the 5 quantum cheat codes that changed everything. 1. Observe without identifying. Detach from the old self. Have you ever paused in the middle of a triggered reaction and asked, wait, who is actually reacting right now? Most people go through life in a trance, habitually reacting to situations, people, and emotions without realizing that they're not actually choosing those reactions. They're reliving old patterns, the same emotional loops, the same limiting beliefs. And what they don't realize is that every automatic response is reinforcing the same version of themselves, the version they're trying to escape. Here's the truth. Your current reality is not fixed. It's a mirror, a feedback loop that reflects your unconscious identity. And the fastest way to break the cycle is to observe without identifying. That anxiety you feel, that's not you. That's a learned emotional reflex from a time when you didn't feel safe. That voice in your head saying, you're not good enough? That's not truth. It's programming from someone else's fear. When you witness these patterns without judging or labeling them, you interrupt their power. You become the observer instead of the actor. And in that moment, you reclaim your freedom to choose a different response. This is how you collapse timelines. Let's say you feel triggered by someone ignoring your message. Instead of spiraling into, I'm unimportant, or they're losing interest, you take a breath and simply notice the sensation rising in your chest. You name it. This is the part of me that fears abandonment. You don't resist it, you watch it. And like fog under sunlight, it begins to dissolve. The power of this cheat code lies in its simplicity. Observation breaks identification. The moment you can see a thought or emotion as separate from who you are, you stop feeding the energy loop that keeps you stuck in an old version of yourself. This is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming sovereign. The old self reacts. The new self responds with awareness. So the next time you feel the pull of a familiar emotional storm, pause. Get still, become the witness, and remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. That is the beginning of true quantum freedom. 2. Embody before evidence. Act like it's already real. Here's a truth that will change your life. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. Most people are waiting for the external world to confirm that it's safe to believe. They're waiting for the money before they feel secure, the relationship before they feel lovable, the success before they feel worthy. But that's not how quantum reality works. In the quantum field, your identity comes first. The evidence comes second. This is the cheat code. Embody the version of you who already has it, before you see a single sign that it's working. This is what bends time. This is what collapses the space between desire and manifestation. Want to be wealthy? Start making decisions like someone who trusts money flows back effortlessly. That doesn't mean spending recklessly. It means walking in abundance, not lack. Tip generously. Invest in your growth. Clean your space like it's already your dream home. Want deep love? Start embodying someone who feels chosen. Speak with warmth. Dress in a way that makes you feel magnetic. Smile like you're already loved, because in a parallel timeline you are. And the more you embody that energy, the faster it anchors into your current one. Want peace? Then stop glorifying the grind. Stop over-explaining, over-committing, overthinking. Breathe slower. Walk softer. Speak less, but with more power. Choose to trust that things are always working out for you, even when it's quiet. Here's the secret. The universe doesn't give you what you beg for. It mirrors back who you're being. When you start walking like it's already yours, talking like it's already yours, loving like it's already yours, life begins to reflect that confidence right back to you. Reality responds to vibration, not desperation. So the next time you catch yourself waiting to feel secure, confident, or worthy, stop. Flip the switch. Ask, if it were already done, how would I move? Then move that way, speak that way, live that way. You are not waiting for your new life. Your new life is waiting for you to become the version of you who can hold it. Embody her now. The timeline will follow. 3. Break the loop with micro interruptions. If you're waiting for one big moment to change your life, you'll be waiting forever. Real transformation doesn't come from massive overnight shifts. It comes from small, repeated moments of interrupting the pattern. The truth is, most of us live 95% of our day on autopilot. Same thoughts, same routines, same reactions, and then we wonder why our reality looks the same. But here's the quantum cheat code. You don't need a dramatic change to shift timelines. You just need a conscious one. Let's say you wake up and immediately reach for your phone. The same scrolling, same dopamine hits, same emotional reaction. Instead, what if you turned off your alarm and smiled first thing? Just that tiny choice is a micro interruption. It sends a message to your subconscious. I'm choosing joy before stimulus. You're not just shifting your mood, you're shifting timelines. Another example. You're sipping your morning coffee or water. What if just before drinking it, you paused and said, "This is nourishing me, energizing me, and aligning me with abundance"? That's not woo-woo. That's energetic programming. Water holds memory. Words hold frequency. You're embedding intention into your physical world. Stuck in a midday slump? Shake it off, literally. Stand up, move. Put on a high-vibe song. Change your posture. Open a window. Breathe with intention. These things seem small, but in the quantum field, they're seismic shifts. They interrupt the signal you've been sending out and replace it with one from a higher timeline. Micro-interruptions break momentum, and momentum is everything. A single moment of conscious movement can prevent hours of unconscious spiraling. These small shifts compound, they stack. They begin to pull you into a new state, and with it, a new reality. So instead of waiting for the perfect meditation, the perfect environment, or the perfect mood, start right now, wherever you are. Sprinkle these micro shifts throughout your day like golden breadcrumbs, leading you to your next timeline. Change doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers in the form of a new breath, a single thought, or a 5-second pivot. And those tiny pivots, they're portals. Walk through them again and again, until the loop breaks and your new life begins. 4. Rewrite the narrative. Speak a new story over your life. Your words are not just expressions, they are commands to your subconscious, declarations to the universe, and blueprints for your reality. The story you tell yourself every day isn't harmless. It's creative software. It programs how you see the world, how you show up in it, and what you allow yourself to receive. And most people are walking around unknowingly casting spells with their words, affirming a life they're trying to escape. You've probably said things like, "Nothing ever works out for me. I always attract emotionally unavailable people. I'm just not lucky like other people." But here's the truth. It's not fate, it's a narrative. And the powerful thing is, you can rewrite it. Even if your past says one thing, your future is built on what you speak now. Instead of "I'm stuck," say "I'm in a divine transition." Instead of "I'm broke," say "I'm in a recalibration season that's aligning me with overflow." Instead of "I'm always alone," say "I'm becoming the version of me who magnetizes sacred love." This isn't delusion, it's alignment. It's choosing a story that empowers you rather than imprisons you. Your subconscious doesn't care if the story is true. It responds to emotion plus repetition. The more you say it, the more your mind accepts it as reality, and the more your external world shifts to reflect it. The people you meet, the opportunities that arise, the decisions you make, they all begin to align with this new internal story. Cheat code. Make your new story your new spell. Speak it out loud. Say it when you drive. Say it in the mirror. Say it when you feel doubt creeping in. And don't just speak it, feel it. Speak it from the version of you who already believes it. Your past doesn't get to dictate your future unless you keep narrating from it. So update the script. Retell the story. Say it until your soul believes it and your world mirrors it. Because your voice is powerful, and it's time you used it to prophesy, not just to process. Speak life, speak vision, speak victory. Your reality is listening. 5. Let go of the how. Surrender is a quantum accelerator. If you've ever found yourself wondering, but how will it happen? You're not alone. It's one of the most common traps on the manifestation journey. We want guarantees. We want step-by-step instructions. We want to see the staircase before we take the first step. But here's the truth. Obsessing over the how doesn't bring clarity. It creates resistance. The quantum field is not limited by logic. Miracles don't follow spreadsheets. Divine timing doesn't check your calendar. When you try to micromanage the process, you're essentially telling the universe, I don't trust you to figure this out. And that very vibration of doubt can block the very thing you're calling in. But surrender is a frequency of power. Letting go isn't giving up, it's getting out of the way. It's doing your part energetically, emotionally, and practically, and then allowing the universe to do the rest. You're not responsible for the delivery, just the alignment. Here's your framework. Set the vision. Get crystal clear on what you desire. See it, own it, feel it as done. Embody the emotions of already having it. Gratitude, peace, joy. Take aligned action. Move in faith, not fear. Say yes to what resonates. Detach from the outcome. Release the need to control when, how, or through whom it shows up. This is the cheat code. Trust is the accelerator. When you release the grip, your energy opens. When you stop doubting, your field clears. And when you let go of the outcome, you create space for better than expected results. Think about it. The version of you who already has the dream relationship, the financial abundance, the dream career, they're not stressing about how it's going to happen. They're living in it. They're calm. They're present. They trust. That's your cue. So the next time you feel anxiety rising because it's not happening fast enough, pause, take a breath. Remind yourself it's already done in the quantum. I'm just aligning with it now. Let go of the how. Lean into the who you're becoming. That's where the magic is. And when you do that, the universe rushes in faster than you imagine. And there you have it. The 5 quantum cheat codes that quite literally shifted my entire life. These aren't just mindset hacks. They're energetic keys that unlock entirely new timelines. And if they worked for me, they can work for you too. But only if you apply them with intention. Now it's your turn. If any of these cheat codes resonated with you, drop a comment below and tell me, which code are you applying first? Or simply comment, I'm ready to shift my timeline. Let the universe know you're serious. Let your subconscious hear it too. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another download like this one. We're creating a whole new reality together, and I'd love to have you on this journey. Until next time, keep choosing the higher version of you, because your next level isn't waiting. It's already here. You just have to step into it. See you in the next one.